The question is, do you know what to do if you are a person or know a person who is having an anxiety attack or an episode? Do you know what to do? I'll wait. If you said yes, congratulations. If you said no, guess what? I am absolutely here to help you in a spiritual sense about what needs to be done if you, your loved one, or your family member suffer from anxiety. Like I said, this is a faith based organization, and my view on what should be done you may not always have to agree with. However, it's been proven and it's been tried and it really works. Didn't that sound like a commercial? It could have been a commercial, but it's really factual, okay? All facts, not fiction. It really works. If you see someone in the midst of an anxiety episode, yes, telling them to breathe and to open up their chest and to calm down their atmosphere, that really does work. However, what really gets to the core of a person is when you, if you are around, okay, if you're the person that's around, is when you start to activate your natural senses that you were born with and cultivate their environment for a positive shift. And when I say a positive shift, what I mean is you start to speak over them positive things. So let's just have a demonstration. If I was to have an anxiety episode, just so to speak, as an example, and I'm panting, I am profusely sweating, I absolutely cannot stop moving, I am walking to and fro, and you can just see that my eyes are doing something weird. You can tell that my breathing is rapid or shallow, and you just know I'm all out of sorts and out of whack, and I'm pandering like, ooh, I don't know what to do. I am just about to be 3 seconds from out of my mind. What helps the person that is struggling with that in a spiritual sense is when you start to speak in the atmosphere that they are not anxious. I'm going somewhere. Follow me. Follow me. I'm going somewhere. Let's get there. You tell the person, Siobhan, you are not anxious. Siobhan, you are not worried. Siobhan, you are not stressed in this moment. Siobhan, you will calm down. If you know the person closely, grabbing a hand, if they allow that, if they're not frailing or anything in that sort, absolutely works. Putting your hand on their back in a safe, secure spot absolutely works. Now, what I don't want you guys to mistake what I'm saying. If the person is on the fence and they're becoming belligerent, y'all know what I'm about to say. Call 911. Black and brown community. Remember in my other episode, if you do not feel secure with calling 911, pull on the pillar in your family and bring in the pillar that actually knows what to do. Don't bring in no judgmental pillar. And when I say pillar, I mean grandma, grandpa, pastor, bishop, apostle, somebody with some substance that got some power. Bring in some power, okay? If you don't feel comfortable calling the police so that they can calm the person. Now, I will speak for my generation and I will say elders usually do best in situations like these because when we are so boggled down with life and when we're having a moment, an anxious moment, you have to still respect your elders. If you were raised right, even though you could be having a bad day, you get the right voice to say, excuse me, tighten up. You're going to sit up. Okay? It works. Now, speaking positively in the atmosphere, once the person calms down, hold them if they allow that. Hold these people. Hold yourself if it's you. You know, it may sound a little weird to give yourself a hug, but it's absolutely not. It's absolutely not. Go get a blanket and wrap yourself up in something that is comforting. If you have to do this by yourself, reach out to someone that you can talk to and explain, hey, I just had another episode. I need to stay on the phone for you for 5 more minutes so that I can at least hear your voice and know that you're here with me and calm down. Even if they're a very good friend, can you pray for me? It absolutely works. I've seen it. I've seen it 1,037 times. I can't make it up. I've seen it work. It's a cooling, calming agent that will stand the test of time. I'm telling you what I know. Not even playing. It sounds like I'm playing, but I'm really not being very serious. It will shift atmospheres when you get the right person in your corner and in your space to say, listen, this is what we're going to do. We are going to speak words of life into the situation. We're going to get rid of the negativity, which is the enemy. We're going to get him out of here. Because in a spiritual sense, anxiety, enemy. Enemy? Anxiety. Our Creator absolutely did not design us to be anxious. Now, are we human? Yes. Are we imperfect? Correct. Will we have moments that make us anxious and a little worried? Yes, good people. However, He has equipped us with words of fulfillment, with life words that get into our life rooms on the inside and tell us, be anxious for nothing, worry about nothing. What counselors and therapists don't say is that your source of anxiety is really just fear. It's really just the fear of the unknown. It's really piggyback onto stress. It really is mixed into all of those: fear, stress, worry. Those three create anxiety. If you are a person that suffers from anxiety, or you know a family member that does, or a loved one, when you think about when they have their episodes, ask yourself, are they in fear of something? Are they worried about something? And are they stressed about something? And see how that attack comes. Did they tell you 3 days ago that they were worried about how they were going to pay their rent? If they did, check that off. Are they worried and stressed out about grandma in the hospital? If they did, check that off. And you'll start to see that these episodes flare up in the worst moments because their minds can't handle what is being computed about how I'm going to make it through, about how I'm going to see another day, about how this is going to be provided for. I have to stay 100 hours over after work just to make ends meet. That is stressful. I have to worry about getting little boo-boo from daycare to grandma's house and then do work in between that. That's stressful. I have to get groceries in here because we're dwindling. That's stressful. Okay? Stress triggers worry. Okay? Worry triggers fear. When you start to stress, it starts to take on your body. So when it takes on our bodies, it goes to our minds. And then we get stressed out in our bodies, and then we say, oh my God, I'm worried about this. I'm worried how this is going to come through. I'm worried about what's going on next. I'm worried about my emotions. I'm worried about my financial stability. I'm worried about my social stability. I'm worried about my spiritual. I'm worried. And then worry sits in for 3 weeks after our bodies is emoting stress on the outside. So that's two things. So we have our outside stressing, and then we triggered our worry on the inside. And then here comes fear after worry has sat for 3 weeks. I'm fearful because I didn't see anything change. I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still worried about how this is going to be. Now fear is creeping in saying, you're going to get kicked out your house. Your kids are not going to have anything to eat. You're not going to have enough gas. Let's not say gas, because gas is $1 trillion and I dare not speak on it. You don't have this, so you need to be in fear of that. You're going to get kicked out as soon as you open your eyes tomorrow. Somebody's going to come and knock on your door and take all of your belongings. Stress, worry, fear equals anxiety. It makes you anxious. It makes you blow up like a blowfish and have a problem, which is an episode, an anxiety attack. And then, depending on how severe it is, you end up in a hospital. Test run, oh, it was just an episode. The doctors can't figure out what's wrong with you. I'll tell you what's wrong. I'll give you a little secret. I'll lean in. It's the enemy playing tricks on your mind and your body. And he absolutely wants you to be in fear, to be in worry, to be stressed out, so that you can be frustrated beyond all measure, so that you can give up. And in giving up, your thoughts tell you you don't have anything to live for. And then comes the big boys that try to play with you about suicide. I'm going to keep saying it because it needs to be said. People's thought process is that daily. I'm stressed out beyond repair. I'm in fear and worry. It gets me anxious. I'm starting to get frustrated. I don't have anybody to tell. The people I do open up and tell to try to listen to me about it, they shrug me off. They think it's a joke. They just say, go do this and do that and you got it. I don't have it. So let me go get this gun. Let me get this knife. Let me get this rope. Let me get this other apparatus to use and let me go harm myself. That is people's thought process daily. And unfortunately, some give into that evil voice and they take their lives. If you are not aware of that, please do your homework. Please be more in the know. And please take it very seriously. Please look out for yourself. Please look out for your loved ones. And please look out for your friends. Because the person that's sitting next to you may be struggling and you have absolutely no clue. No clue. It creeps up on you. The way that we need to counteract that is speaking positively in our atmosphere with the word. You don't want to hear it? I'm going to say it anyway. I'm not ashamed. The word of God is life. It speaks life to those decrepit situations and circumstances and attacks and episodes. It's a healing and it's a calming agent that people need in moments of despair, of loneliness, of not feeling worthy, worthlessness. It works. Please tell me how many times when you have heard all day long that you're going to fail at something from 1,000 people. You've heard this all day long that you're going to fail at this particular thing that you're going to do from 1,000 people, literally. Then this one person comes and says, listen, I know you've heard this a lot today. Can I encourage you to say that you're not going to fail, you're going to succeed. And in your success, you're going to be blessed for not giving up. You're going to tell me that your heart is not going to latch onto that little piece of encouragement, but it's going to stay tied to the negative 1,000 people that said something before you. If it is tied to the 1,000 people before the encouragement, it's something wrong and we can get it fixed, okay? Normally, you're going to hang on to that one moment when that person seen you and said, I acknowledge that you're struggling. I see you holding on and I want you to be encouraged that right around the corner is your blessing. So that makes you wake up another day instead of giving up and being in despair. Take a deep breath because that's a lot. If you have ever suffered with anything, my hat is off to you. I am praying for you. I am proud that you are here listening to me tell you that you can do it and you will and shall make it through everything. Do not let anxiety suffer you. Don't let it squeeze you. Don't let anxiety choke you, literally and figuratively. Don't let it stifle all of your momentum to keep pushing forward. Don't let it keep you in the house. Don't let being anxious worry your mind to death. Don't let being anxious worry your heart to death. Don't let being anxious wear on your body and have you land somewhere in the hospital bed. Don't let it do that. Choose to have dominion over worry. That's a real thing. We are very powerful beings that when we speak a thing, it actually happens because of the dominion and the right that we have. So choose to speak to the thing that has you down. It may not even be anxiety. Choose to say that if your days always are poopy, I'm going to have a great day today. And believe that and watch it happen, okay? If you need any further assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out to The Comfy Couch on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram at The Comfy Couch LLC1. You can find me on here on the regular network with The Comfy Couch, okay? As always, I love you guys. I am praying for you all. Please do the same for me. Be encouraged to keep on. Be encouraged to know that it cannot have you if you choose. If you choose to let this suffer you in your life and all of the beauty that this world has to give despite of the evilness that we're surrounded by. Yes, it's still good people in the world. If you choose it to let it suffocate you, then you're making a choice to be defeated. Make a different choice today and heal the right way and say, it does not have dominion over me, and I am going to conquer everything, not just anxiety. I'm going to conquer everything that came to try to destroy me. That's a tidbit. It may be another episode off of that, okay? Go enjoy the rest of your day. Go enjoy being free, knowing that worry, stress, anxiety, and fear cannot dominate you, okay? I love you guys. I will see you next session. So